there, how are you doing? I'm Shabnam with a new topic of psychology. Today we're going to talk a little bit about some kind of experiment that is done by psychologists to understand the different behaviors in people. So I want to share it with you different tasks in psychology fields. So in 2005 there was a study that was reported in the Journal of Consumer Research that demonstrated the extent to which people can be unaware of the causes of their own behavior. Now, this research says that at least under certain conditions, people frequently prefer brand names that contain the letters of their own name to brand names that do not contain the letters of their own name. The research participants were enrolled in pairs and were told that the research was a taste test of different types of teas. For each pair, the experimenter created 2 teas and named them by adding the word stem or key to the first 3 letters of each participant's first name. For example, if someone's name is John, it's the tea brand be Jonoki, and the other name, if Sarah, tea brand would be Saroki. Okay, all right. Okay, now, and then the participants were shown 20 packets of the tea that was supposed to be tested. 18 packets out of 20 were labeled with made-up Japanese names, and 2 were labeled with the brand names constructed from participants' names. The experimenter explained that each participant would taste only 2 teas and would be allowed to choose 1 packet of these 2 to take home. So, one of the 2 participants was asked to draw slips of paper to select the 2 brands that would be tasted at that session. However, the drawing was rigged so that the 2 brands containing the participants' names terms were always chosen for tasting. Then, while the teas were being made or brewed, the participants completed a task designed to heighten their needs for self-esteem, and that was expected to increase their desire to choose a brand that had the letters of their own name. Importantly, the participants all wrote about an aspect of themselves that they would like to change. Okay, now this was the first part. The test session was designed and the participants were enrolled in pairs, and the 2 pairs were shown 20 packets. 18 were labeled with Japanese names and the 2 labeled with brand names constructed from the participants' names. Okay, after that they joined some of other tasks that were recognized as to heighten their needs for self-esteem. Okay, so after the teas were ready and the participants tasted them and chose 1 packet to take home. So the result of this study of behavior was that the participants chose the tea that included the first 3 letters of the name significantly more frequently, 64 4% of the time, then they choose the T that included the first 3 letters of their partner's name, only 36% of the time. Furthermore, when they were asked why they choose the packet they choose, their answer was that 90% of the participants did that action unconsciously, and 5% knew they consciously chose the packet with the letters of the name. So this study shows that once we learn about the outcome of a given event, when we read about the results of a research project, we frequently believe that we would have been able to predict the outcome ahead of time. For example, if half of the class of students is told that research concerning attraction between people has demonstrated that opposites attract, and the other half is told that research has demonstrated that birds of a feather flock together, most of the students will report believing that the outcome that they just read about is true, and that they would have predicted the outcome before they had read about it. Of course, both of the contradictory outcomes cannot be true. In fact, psychological research finds that birds of a feather flock together is generally the case. The problem is that just reading a description of research findings leads us to think of the many cases we know that support the findings, and thus makes them seem believable. The tendency to think that we could have predicted something that has already occurred that we probably would not have been able to predict is called the hindsight bias. Today we talked about a very important experiment that psychologists mostly used to read the behavior of different people. Here I have mentioned two words actually, hindsight bias. Next time we will be talking about this topic and we'll dig deep in details on this topic. I hope this video also, this lesson or this talk also is useful for all of you. If you like my lessons and such videos, please subscribe my channel, support me, I need encouragement, and like and share my videos. Thank you so very much. Thank you for listening to me. Be healthy, positive, and hopeful. Thank you so very much. Bye bye.